Hello, everyone. This is Heidi with Downtown NorCal Live. With so many fitness options in Davis, I just couldn't resist the opportunity to bring you one of our newest, and that's Yolo Barre. Please meet David Seiler and Brianna Brando, and they are the co-owners of husband and wife team, actually, of Yolo Barre. Welcome.
Yeah, well,
Hi, Heidi. Thank you for
thank
having
you.
us.
You're welcome. So you opened a year ago, May.
Mhm.
Who could predict a pandemic right after opening? How has it been?
It's definitely been a learning experience. I've been flexing my grit muscle really hard.
Yes, yes.
um, like what I tell my clients with working out, these challenges are making us stronger. But had I known there'd been a pandemic, I probably wouldn't have opened a brick and mortar business. But I don't regret that we have, because we have amazing, amazing community behind us during this.
David, you have an interesting history. Can you tell us about it?
Oh yeah. Just coached gymnastics most of my life and then just got into coaching bar once my wife started just like into this. At first I didn't know what bar was, and dating her, it took 5 years for me to do bar, and then finally I did
Yeah.
bar.
It was actually our chiropractor that recommended he come take my class.
Ah, that's sweet.
And then I just felt the benefits and
Yeah.
just kept doing it while I was coaching, and then
But you were a JO women's gymnastics coach for 20 years. That's kind of a big deal.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
And now you are teaching, you're co-teaching.
I'm co-teaching, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you, as I understand, are the only male bar teacher in town, right?
In town, in
In
Davis.
town. Hey.
Okay, cool. So how's it going with your clients? What's your membership like right now?
So our memberships have dropped by about a third since COVID. And it's been, kind of on a steady decline, but we've also gained some new people during it, because people are really like, I need to do something, right? Sitting around is very unhealthy. And our members that have been keeping up with the practice and the program, we have a few people that have made some amazing benefits, amazing progress.
What would you attribute those who dropped off? What is that economic? Have they gotten sick? What are the issues they're facing?
The majority of the issue is that people have dropped off and lost interest in our program in working out. And I always ask for feedback when people are leaving, mainly so I can just, prevent it from happening for the next person. And it's not necessarily that they're leaving to go to another program. It's just that they're feeling so stressed and overwhelmed by the world that the pressure to also implement their workout daily is too much.
You can't plan for something that most people love to see a beginning and end of something, and during right now we have no, like, when can we get back to the gym?
Yeah, it's hard to plan when you can't see the future. I get it.
Yeah.
But again, like, our people who've stuck with it are really going to come out of this stronger.
Do you feel like there was a significant drop off after the last closure, your second time closing down?
Oh, hands down. It was, we had the most cancellations that week by, I would say, more than double that week. And it was all fear. It was very much like, I was so excited to come back in the studio. I don't want to go back to online. They were seeing the future, and then that vision was ripped away and panic ensued. Mm-hmm. And I would say that that's attributed to all of our media that's going on right now, political and the pandemic, right? It's very, very fear-mongering.
Mm-hmm. David, you, before we started, talked about relating the practice of exercise right now, which is all remote, mostly. We'll get to what you're actually doing in person in a bit, but you related it to school and children, and how you have children of your own, how difficult it is to stay connected and engaged online. Can you talk?
If you're not in love with what you're doing, or that you don't have that teacher-student interaction,
the
relationship, it's just, you're going to drop off. Your attention span is going to be very little. And especially, I was just comparing it to children after 15 minutes just fall off, and they're like, oop, I'm going to do something else. and our clients, like Brianna likes to say, we're moving up, we're going down to the floor, and like you're under a couch doing an exercise, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to sweep. Or
yeah, I'm like, look away from those dust bunnies.
you're doing crunches and or at work, and then here comes a dog on you, and you get jumped on, and your kids are fighting in the next room, and on top of that, you're trying to work on yourself, and you're looking at the screen, and it's just so easy just to be like, ah!
But it's so important to remember how productive self-care is.
Yes, it's true. But to relating to the children, it's hard to get them to understand that.
100%.
If it's hard for us as adults to maintain regular workout, imagine what that is for our kids. I appreciate that point. So as a coach, how do you work with people through that?
Like what Brianna's saying, flexing that grit muscle, having a schedule your workouts.
We've made things very fast moving in our virtual program, meaning, we got the music going, we've got, a theme and inspirational quotes for the day, just constantly feeding people that content to keep them interested. And, we send out accountability texts on their nutrition and keeping up with their workouts. Sometimes it'll be, how many times have you worked out in the past few days? Or it might be, what's your favorite exercise that we do? Or what was your favorite class last week? Just simple questions to get people engaged. And we do a lot of games and such in our members only Facebook group too, with like, make a 80s mixtape. Everyone put your favorite song,
Yeah, this takes a lot of feeding yourselves. So I always liken athletic coaches or dance teachers. Those folks are somewhat our therapists. How is it that you are taking care of yourself in this time?
Well, we're keeping up with our workouts, that's for sure, because
we have to do them.
Well, yeah, that, and then also, knowing I'm going to be on film every day, I'm like, oh, I feel like I just want to lay on the couch. No, I don't, because I'm not going to feel confident and like happy on camera tomorrow. We've actually, I would say, been eating better in shelter in place because we go to the store less, but now we get 2 farm boxes. So we're eating as a family a lot more produce, which makes just for healthier meals. Eating produce with all 3 meals. Well,
even feel like how you said feeding ourselves physically with food and mentally, how we feed ourselves like with these clients. We're there for 45 minutes with them on the virtual, so that's like 6% of your day, and we just put it all out there, like on our online, like making sure like to keep people engaged on a virtual screen. Brianna's taught me a lot on how to do this. She keeps like, you have to engage, like say their names and like get them in there. And that's why we work so well together. One of us will be demonstrating and the other person's up in there in their face, like telling them like what to do.
I guess the way we've been feeding each other is literally feeding each other, like pumping each other up each day.
Wow,
being each other's coaches.
That is remarkable. I hope a lot of families have that gift. In terms of how you've adapted, so we know you're virtual, but you also have some in-person, distanced outside activities.
Yeah, so when we had the second closure, and again too, I felt people not wanting to come in, so we had a class planned for that Saturday. And then we ended up needing to close, I think, again on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And so we just got the ball rolling. And we teach at the park, Bravado Park, just behind the studio on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then over here at Sycamore Park on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
We either do it in the morning or Tuesday, Thursday, we do have an evening class too.
Okay. And you're also doing some free options for students, K-12 students, is that right?
Yes. Some of our members who are teachers, elementary school teachers, reached out to me about making some videos that they could use for their students. And I was like, absolutely. So we've made some family workouts. They're pretty silly, but at the same time too, they're very real, right?
Yeah.
Where we're showing the stuff, and sometimes the kid is like running away, and then I'm like, okay, now jump up and do jumping jacks. I mean, it's very much.
We're just trying to make it work with. We're trying to make it work with what you got, with who you've got. you know, and just bring the energy and the creativity that we like to bring.
I think being real is such an important thing, and I'm glad you are doing that. So people can access those on your YouTube channel. Is that right?
Yeah, it's called Yolo Barre Streaming is our YouTube channel.
Okay, good. Then just some more serious issues. You know, weather's going to change. How worried? And you know, you've got a 5-year lease, 4 more years on that lease. How worried are you about the brick and mortar situation?
I'm very worried, to be honest. I mean, that location we're over by Target is a very high overhead. I knew this risk going in. I'd never experienced a pandemic, and the only other pandemic I'd ever heard of was the Spanish flu in, 1918 in the Black Plague. So I didn't think that would happen, of course, in our modern day society. I'm really concerned, but I will tell you one of the things that is, I guess, grotesquely comforting to me is that we're all in this same boat. Like, if we're suffering, I'm in good company of others that are all in the same situation, and hopefully we can figure out a way to rise above.
Yeah. How do people reach out to you if they want to know more about your classes?
They can reach out to us. They can DM us on Instagram or Facebook, or they could reach out to us at yolobardavis at gmail.com. Our website is yolobarre.com. There is one more thing I'd love to tell you about, Heidi, that we've done. We have done 2 so far community challenges, where they were these 14-day fitness challenges, and they were open to everyone, anyone in the community. And so they had daily workouts. They had a daily bonus workout, whether a 10-minute workout, and then they had a daily challenge. So one of the challenges would be a no meat day. Another challenge was write a positive motivational quote and stick it on your bathroom mirror and take a picture with it. And so it was donation based, all things to kind of just really lift people's spirits. And then all of the donations, we took nothing from this. We have gone around and been buying gift cards
At all the local businesses.
All of our brick and mortar stores in town. And then raffling them back to our members. And
we've done such a hit.
Each time we do it, it grows bigger and bigger, and the members just love it. And it's really cool to go in, to a business like the Avid Reader and say, hey, I'm buying a gift card for a prize for my clients. Like, thank you for being another family-owned business in town. And that feels good, a way for me to lift our members up and also lift our community up, because I keep telling our members, I'm so happy they're supporting us, but also remember to support all the businesses in town that you want to survive through this, because at the end of the day, it's a team effort.
Amen.
And it's really easy to see how negative people can be on during this situation, but I'm just excited for the future and how things are going to change so that we can go back to normal.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited for that.
I'm going to sit with what you've said. I'm really impressed and excited that you 2 are here and lifting up the community in the way you are. It reinforces what I always know about small business owners. You lead. So thank you for that. I've been talking with David Seiler and Brianna Brando. They are the co-owners of Yolo Barre. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Heidi. I enjoy your kitchen haikus.
I'll have more.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care.
See you.